welcome to my channel Love Grows Tarot. I'm here to do a tarot card reading for the sun sign of Libra in the month of May. If you like these readings, please subscribe, and if you want notifications of upcoming readings, please ring the bell. Comments are very welcome. I will leave descriptions in the description box below. I do take donations. You can go to paypal.me/lovegrowstarot and donate there. These are going to be general readings. They're not going to resonate with absolutely everyone, and the energies and themes of these readings will also take place in the future. So please feel free to come back and review them at any time. I'm guided by the tarot cards and spirit. So basically I just keep shuffling until the appropriate cards fall out of the deck for the reading. I start off with 3 opening cards, past, present, and future, just to see what kind of energies are lingering there, and that can also give us some guidance. And then I follow through with the rest of the reading. So let's get started with this reading for the sun sign of Libra in the month of May. We're going to start off with the past card. Dear Spirit, what card? Here we go. So we have the Knight of Wands. The Knights are usually, they're driven, especially Wands. Wands a fiery energy. It's Aries, it's Leo, it's Sagittarius. Wands are usually, Knights are usually in the, they are after their goals. They are confident, they are driven, they are building their careers, they're building their successes, they're building a life around themselves. This is a fiery energy. It's very driven, it's very competitive, it's very entrepreneurial. So this person from your past would have been of this kind of a nature, a real fiery, driven, go-getter kind of energy. It could be a male figure from your past. The person would be not youthful, it wouldn't be the teenager or early 20s type, it would be a little bit older than that, or maybe if it is somebody that's younger, that's somebody that has a more mature energy and is really going after what they want from life. So this is something to think about from the past, whether this is a kind of energy that you yourself maintained, or if this is somebody lingering from your past that you would like to get in touch with again, or this person may be coming into your present who was in your past. Okay, so let's see what the present card is for us. Dear Spirit, what is the present card for Libra in the month of May? Oh, just another note about the Knight of Wands. They are related to Aries, and Aries are actually I can't speak today, I'm so sorry, is a polarity for you, Libra. So they are the ones that you may have the most interesting relationship ones but they're going to be the ones that you learned the most. So that's your polarity. So you might be butting heads a lot. It might have been a person that you really had an attraction to, but at the same time you guys were just like always butting heads. But that person was in your life to teach you something. So think about what that person meant to you, and yeah, that person may either come into your life again, or maybe you want to connect with this person, or maybe you want to take the lessons that this person was trying to teach you that you had and bring them into your future. All right, so now we have our present card. Dear Spirit, what card represents the present for our dear friends Libra? What card is going to represent the present? So we have the 7 of Swords. So the 7 of Swords has a few very interesting meanings. For one, it's the card of secrets. So things may be going on behind your back that you don't know of, or people are keeping things from you. Some kind of information is not getting to you. It's also a card of the type of person that can't handle conflict and just sort of takes off. So that type of person would be the type of person that gets a job and then they're fine, and then somebody comes into the job and the personalities clash. And so instead of like sticking with it and getting past these conflicts, you just decide, oh, I'm going to go and find something better because I can't handle this. That's number 2 of what this card means. Another one is if you find yourself in relationships, or if you find yourself in circumstances and you know that it's not serving your best interests, and then instead of sticking around to reap whatever you feel you need to reap, you take what you can and you get out. So that's what's going on in the present. Be mindful of your valuables. Be mindful of the people that are around you, because there could be secrets there. Be mindful of your relationships. If it is you in a situation where as soon as conflict arises or something, the energy turns and then you run away from that energy, it's really time to take a look at why you're doing that and try and address those situations, and try and turn that energy around so that you don't run away from situations, that you actually hang in there and get solutions as opposed to not, because it's just putting you into kind of a vicious cycle. And if you are in a relationship or you're in a situation and they do not have your best interests, it's time to just sort of pack up and go. That in that case, that kind of getting up and getting out would be a positive energy, not so much a negative energy when you're running away from things. So that would mean that you've been in it long enough and you've done your best to make things work, and then it's just not working out. Then that would be the case. All right, so what do we have for the future? The future for Libra in the month of May. What does the future card have to tell us for Libra in the month of May? This is a very nice card for you, Libra, because this means happiness. This is like next to the sun. This is one of the brightest cards in the minor arcana. So this is happy family, happy life, happiness. You've got your pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Emotionally, it's taking up to the next level. So your future looks really bright with this card. Things are gonna work out. It's just the past and the present that you have to. I think there's a couple of things in there that you need to address, and you need to course correct, mindset correct. And it's going to take you into a happy future. So if you don't work on these things now, then this doesn't. The Ten of Cups doesn't necessarily have to be in your future. It's really on how you are working on things and how you're working on yourself that will lead you to this card. So let's get on with the rest of the reading for Libra in the month of May. So yeah, if it is complex Libra, because Libra, the general personality of Libras is they don't like conflict. They like things to be smooth. They like things to be balanced. They like things to be just, like I said, smooth. So if it is conflict that you seem to be running away from, and there is something from the past that maybe reflects on that in good or bad ways, like I said, it's time to figure out where that comes from, what triggers that, where that stems from. If that's fear-driven, then now would be a really good time to make some corrections or make some practices, or try changing some patterns in yourself, so that conflict is going to be there, and it's good to work through and find solutions. And it does get, for everybody, there's a lot of tension and emotions built up when you're in conflict with people. But the more that you address that and find solutions to that, the easier that's going to get. And over time, you won't see a lot of that. So it's almost like that like attracts like. If you keep sort of removing yourself from a situation, you're always going to find yourself in those situations. So it's something to think about. So the next card we have is the Three of Swords. So this card is not the nice. When people see this card in their reading, it's kind of like it freaks them out, because it is a card of betrayal. It is a card of cheating. It is a card of deceit. So along with the Seven of Swords here, which is Secrets card, you might be in relationships that have either exposed themselves or you don't really necessarily know what's going on. So I would really sort of be mindful of that. Or if you're getting into a situation with someone new, maybe take your time, get to know the person a little bit more, because there might be something going on there that you're not aware of, and you might be jumping into something because a lot of people can be charming, and a lot of people have ways of, you know, wearing that mask, and you think that, you know, they talk this talk and then they're walking a different walk. So that's just like, keep an eye on your relationships, keep an eye on people around you, keep an eye on also any type of relationship. If you're getting into a career relationship or a personal relationship or a new friendship, just be mindful. You don't have to be paranoid, but just be mindful. Then we have the Hangman. So this is a life lesson card. This comes from the Major Arcana. So the Minor Arcana, the ones that we see already out, are it's more of a day-to-day routines. These are your life lessons. These are important cards. These have important messages for you. And it's the Hangman. And so the Hangman is all about seeing life from different perspectives. It's a time when you need to slow down. So with this Three of Swords here, whatever happens with this kind of energy, this sort of cheating, lies, betrayal kind of energy, is going to put you in a situation where you can look at things from a different perspective, because you might be allowing people's energies in that aren't necessarily beneficial to you. It might start out as something good, or you might be just like throwing yourself into relationships that aren't good because you just want to get into a relationship. So you have to watch out for that. So definitely change your perspective. Look at different ways to see things. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. So this is all about your material possessions and your finances, and things are growing. And the focus is perhaps for you is to pay more attention to your career right now and less attention to the relationships. This is also about patience, because this is when you've planted the seeds and things are growing, but you can't harvest yet. And some people get impatient because they can't see the results that they're trying to get immediately. But this card is definitely about patience. But I'm also seeing it, like I said, maybe it's time for you to focus on your work instead of your relationships. We also have the two sevens here. So be more on top of what's going on if projects, especially if you have other people that you're working with in projects. And just be very, very, keep your eyes on, just keep your attention there, because there might be something going on. Dear Spirit, what else does Libra need to know about in the month of May? The month of May for Libra. What does Libra need to know? The month of May. So we have the Five of Cups. So we have some pretty interesting heavy cards here in the Five of Cups and the Three of Swords. So the Five of Cups, once again, we have that three thing happening. We have it here as 3 cups. And that's what the focus is. The focus is on the spilt cups, and there's 3 of them. So once again, we go back to the Three of Swords. This card is about when you're focusing on something that has happened, and you're grieving about it. And it can be a situation, much like cheating or betrayal, and then your heart is heavy, and you're still in a lot of pain due to that relationship. Can be somebody that passed, but you have to turn around. It's water under the bridge. We got to move on. We got to get over the next bridge. You've got 2 cups here. So your emotions are low, but you still have 2 cups, which means that you still have enough to get you going and get you past this sort of darkness. The 5s are very tricky in the tarot. You have to get over the 5s. 5s are like they're like the obstacles in tarot cards, and if you don't get over these obstacles, you're forever going to be repeating 1 to 5. You're always going to hit that 5. You're always going to hit that block, and you're never going to get past that block. So it's really important if you are, if you're hurt and the hurt is still lingering and you're still sort of focusing on that, it's time to let it go. You don't have to forget what people do to you if it is betrayal and cheating, but you have to forgive them in order to move on. If it is a situation where you're grieving somebody that's passing, they know how you feel about them, and their spirits are out there, and they want you to move forward too. So basically it's about moving forward and getting out of that, because that's not beneficial to you, it's not beneficial to the people around you, and it's just keeping you focused on something that's very kind of heavy. And once again, I'll go back to, it's just going to attract more of that. If you carry that weight, I'm going to go back to the especially if it's a relationship and you've been hurt by a relationship. If you carry that weight around with you, you're just going to attract more of the same type of person that created that hurt in the first place. So be really, really mindful about carrying energies around, because they can be like magnets. And if you're carrying the wrong kind of energy, then you're going to attract the wrong kind of people. So then we have the 9 of Pentacles. So this is really nice, because it's like this is after the 5. So if you can pick yourself up and move forward, this card is a very, it's about refinement, it's about luxury, it's about people that created their own world, the world that they desire. And we also have the 7 here, where it's like focusing on your career and focusing on your finances and your possessions. And go to your career. If this is the case, go to your work. Put more of your focus on work and less on relationships, and get past this, whatever this heaviness in the heart is. You have to get past it, because this is the 10 of Cups calling here. It's like the 9 to the 10. So you can work, you yourself can create the world that you want to create. You don't have to necessarily always have right now that relationship that you think can help you get to where you want to go. You can do it yourself, and you're gonna have more luck and more positive energy if you do it that way. All right. What else does Libra need to know about in the month of May? The month of May for Libra. What else does Libra need to know about for the month of May? The month of May for Libra. So we have the Page of Wands. So the 2 court cards are from the Wands. So fiery energy again, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And pages can also be messages. It would be the message. The Wands are really about your drive, about your energy, about getting things going. So competitiveness and just being out there like a go-getter type of energy. So you might have messages about some new projects or new ideas that you've been throwing around. You might have messages of openings or opportunities for more of your career. It could be a younger person from the Wands that comes in, because they are a more youthful energy. It would be that somebody that comes in for not a long period of time, just sort of a moment of time to offer you the energy, that Wands energy to you. It would be a younger person, or maybe if it is a mature person, they're very young at heart, and they could assist you. The Page also, if you find yourself needing of energy. The pages are an example of the type of energy that you need to bring into your life at this moment, especially in May. And you've got the past, you've got a wands here, and then now you've got a wands here. Yeah, there might be a connection, if not even a connection, just that type of energy. And that energy seems to be an interesting opportunity for you to grab hold of. So if these cards come in as people, listen to what they have to say. Like I said, that's your polarity. That's your opposite. So even if you kind of like aren't super comfortable with what their energy is and what their direction is, take notice, because you can you can learn so many things from this type of energy for yourself. And then we have the Ten of Wands. Once again, you got Wands energies in here. So the Ten of Wands is, tens are the completion. They take you from one level and they move you up to a new level. The Ten of Wands is getting that close to your goals. Like you're just about there. You've worked really hard and you're very driven, and you've got all these wands and you're just about there. Another thing about this card is it also represents burdens and the weight of things and wanting to do things on your own and not really bringing people in or trying to control things. Even if people come in, you still try and control things because you never feel satisfied enough that they're going to do it the way that you want to. And you have to learn how to delegate. This is very important because this will take you up to the next level. But right now you're so into this energy, this like, I'm almost there and I've created this thing and I have to do it my way because I don't feel like people are going to, live up to my standards or my perfectionism or my expectations. And you have to lighten the load so you can get to where you're going more quickly, and so that you can, when you get to the next level, can expand more. And now we have the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles is finances and possessions, and it does mean that money's coming in, but it's also your relationship with the way you see money. So some people hold on tight to their money and then they become greedy. So money comes in and they make all this money and then they hold on too tight to it. Or some people take it and then they overspend, they go above and beyond their limits. It's also a card of real estate because it is an urban situation. And for some of you, you might be in an opportunity to get some pretty good deals on a new home or property in general. So think about your relationship with money. Do you find yourself spending too much of it? Do you find yourself being too greedy with it? You have to create a balance, a nice balance there so that it flows. Because you're either going to have a lack mentality, or you're just going to be like going way beyond your limit. So really think about what you're doing with that. But also, if it is anybody out there that is getting a property, it looks like you're going to get a good deal on whatever property. It looks like you're going to be able to negotiate quite well and get what you want for a really good deal. Okay, so what else does Libra need to know about in the month of May? Libra. Okay. So we have the High Priestess. She is the esoteric queen. She's also silence. She uses her intuition. She doesn't have many words. When you see her in a tarot card reading, she's another major arcana, so she's a life lesson for you. She's really telling you to listen to your intuition and listen to your inner being and listen more closely to what they are trying to tell you. It's going to be very, very important going forward in the future that you use your intuition wisely. So she makes an appearance when esoteric arts are involved, and when you need to use your intuition. Some of you, it might be, you might be in esoteric arts, which is a good thing. You might want to expand on that, take it up to the next level. For a lot of you, it's just learning to use your intuition, especially if you find yourself in relationships. Because if there's red flags and things, little, information coming into you at the beginning of a relationship, and you're just sort of moving it aside because your heart's, you just want a relationship, it's not going to do you any good. And then using your intuition too, going ahead and going forward, it's going to be very helpful in all aspects of your life. So really listen to your intuition. If some of you need to go out and get a reading or have someone spiritual around you to give you some more information about things, go for it. If some of you are in the esoteric arts, time to move up to the next level. But yeah, most of all though, it's all about your intuition. Yeah. All right, so the last card is going to come from the bottom of the deck, which is like a subconscious energy. And the last card is coming from the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles is about balance. It's about gaining balance in your life, which is something that Libra thrives on. You love balance. So something's out of balance and something you need to put into balance. You could be juggling 2 jobs or 2 careers or 2 of something. So that subconsciously is rolling around in your head, and it might pop up now and then. You might be like, it might be tapping you on the shoulder. Hey, I feel this is out of balance. Or you just have this knowing that something's out of balance and you need to get it more in balance. Especially with the relationships. If you feel that you're leaning towards filling that void, whatever that void is, with a relationship, you probably aren't picking the best relationships for yourself. I would focus more on your career at this moment and get that straightened out. Pick yourself up if you do feel like, your focus is on something heavy and it's really weighing you down. It's time to brush that off and get going. Because you do have a lot of good cards here. Ultimately, in the future, if you can take care of a lot of this stuff, it's going to be a really nice future. And you are going to get a lot of the things that you really desire, that kind of lifestyle or whatever it is that you focus your intentions on or your goals on. Really listen to your intuition and watch your relationship with money. And if it is the case of property, yeah, you're going to get a really good deal on a property that you've either wanted or are going to see and want. So that's your reading for the month of May, Libra. I hope you enjoyed these readings. If you like these readings, please subscribe. If you want notifications for upcoming readings, please ring the bell. Comments are very welcome. Descriptions I will leave in the description box. Donations are welcome, and I use them to put back into my craft. So they aren't being wasted. I put all that extra money into this in order to get more things. You can follow me on Instagram. I do daily readings there. That's one area also where some of the funding goes to. You can go to donations, paypal.me/lovegrowstarot. And that's it for the month of May for you, Libra. I hope you have a good month. I hope that you understand the lessons that are coming through for you and that you're able to absorb these and put these into practice, because they're going to be very, very useful to you. So stay safe, and I will see you next time.